Hi guys, it's your guy Greg Giants here with another Giants and draft video, and this is my final draft video of the year. This video is going to specifically just me to talk about my final draft thoughts. Now, I know I did this last week, but I have a lot more to say, and not to mention now, with the blockbuster trade of Dexter Lawrence to the Cincinnati Bengals, the New York Football Giants now have the 5th and 10th overall picks. Now, where I want to start, if the Giants have this 5th overall pick, if Sonny Styles is on the board, I'm not even considering a trade down or anything like that. I'm just running to the podium and I'm flat out picking Sonny Styles. But to be honest with all of you, I don't think he's going to get to us. I think the Cardinals, or more especially the Tennessee Titans, that it's been reported they're more interested in, I think an edge rusher, also could be linebacker, than they are running back, so I don't know if they would pick Jeremiah Love if he gets to them, which I think he would get to them. But really, for me, this draft starts at number 3 with Arizona, because I think the first 2 picks are pretty solidified, and for Fernando Mendoza, who we've known is going to be the first overall pick for months, and then the Jets are going to go Arvol Reese. Now, they had a private workout visit with David Bailey, but they had canceled that. So that pretty much tells me the Jets are just going to go Arvol Reese, honestly. I don't see them going in any other direction. If they did, I would be pretty surprised, but I don't know why they just wouldn't have the visit with him, but with David Bailey. But it is what it is. So I think this draft starts at 3 for the Cardinals, who I honestly think they want to trade down. But back to the Giants now. If Sonny Styles is there at 5, I'm picking Sonny Styles. There's no other player I want at 5. Sonny Styles is the best player in this draft. He's the best defensive player in this draft. His combine was off the charts. His highlights are awesome. I've been a big Sonny Styles fan since late December, early January, and I never wavered from that. I just haven't. But now where this gets interesting is, if Sonny Styles is not on the board, which I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna get picked by the Cardinals or Titans. What do the Giants do at 5? Now, I've had to do a lot of thinking, because last time I came on here, I said I would trade down if I was able to a team that wants, like, a Bailey or a Ruben Bain or whoever at 5. And I don't know, this is tough, because you have so many good players here. You have Caleb Downs, you have Jeremiah Love, you have Francis Mauigoa, even Monroe Freeling, who I like a lot, Jermod McCoy, Vega, Tyson, David Bailey, Ruben Bain. Well, you know how I feel about Ruben Bain, but still. Pretty much, though, if Sonny Styles is not at 5, I'm entertaining a trade down. For 2 players, though, are Jeremiah Love and Francis Mauigoa, I would consider trade offers for. If they weren't on the board and Sonny Styles wasn't on the board, that's not going to happen. I would 100% trade down, not even think about it. But, and I've had to think about that. I'm going to start with Jeremiah Love first. I had to think about this a lot, because I said last week I wasn't sure what I would do if Jeremiah Love was on the board and Sonny Styles wasn't. Would I just trade down? The problem is, though, if you do that, he'll be picked by Washington. You don't really want to deal with a Washington offense they have a great offensive line. They have a top ascending quarterback in Jaden Daniels. Then they'll have Jeremiah Love, Terry McLaurin, so on and so forth. Man, to be completely honest with you, I think if Jeremiah is there at 5, I would consider trade downs, but if they're not good enough, you gotta pick Jeremiah Love. First and foremost, you cannot give Washington that type of running back. You can't do that. You can't give them a home run threat. Can take it 60 to 70 yards anytime he touches it. That can change the game completely. You can't do that. So, and because we have the 10th overall pick, I feel more comfortable picking Jeremiah Love at 5, so I wouldn't mind doing that. So, I'm completely good with that. So, if Sonny Styles isn't there, and Jeremiah stay at 5, I'm picking Jeremiah Love. But now we have another problem. Let's say the board goes Fernando Mendoza at 1, Arvo Reese at 2, this Cardinals go with, I'm just gonna say Jeremiah Love here, because why not, honestly. They could do anything. And then number 4, Sonny Styles to the Titans. In that case, I would more try to trade down than I would with Jeremiah Love, but Francis Mauigoa would be my pick if we couldn't, or the offers weren't good enough. Francis Mauigoa is very good. Don't get me wrong. I have my breakdown on here. He can play tackle at a high level. Now, I think ultimately Francis Mauigoa will move to guard, or whoever drafts him, if they're good at tackle like the Giants are, you could just insert Francis Mauigoa at guard, particularly at right guard, or maybe even left guard, like who knows what the Giants decide to do. And you could have Francis Mauigoa play guard until Jermaine Illuminor's contract's up and then slide him at tackle. So I would not mind that either. But if no Sonny Styles and no Jeremiah Love, I would still try to trade down more, if you get what I'm trying to get at here. But it's just very tough. But if those 3 players are gone, I'm trading down 100%, because I'm not taking Monroe Freeling at 5, even though I love Monroe Freeling. He would be more like a top 10 pick for me, like at 10, but we don't need Monroe Freeling. Jermod McCoy, injury concerns, Vega. You're not picking a guard like him at 5 unless he's Quentin Nelson, but he's not. Jordan Tyson's injuries are just too much. David Bailey, he could be the player a team wants to trade up for. Same with Ruben Bain, but I more think David Bailey. Like a Saints, like a Chiefs, who knows. So I would highly consider that. But one of those players will come to us. Then I want to bring up Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs would be 4th for me. I would take Sonny Styles, Jeremiah Love, Francis Mauigoa over Downs. But if the Giants went with Caleb Downs at 5, I wouldn't be opposed to that either. Guy's a really good safety, a general. I mean, if he could be an Ed Reed for us, or a Kyle Hamilton, one of those top safeties, I would not mind that at all. So, again, I would still try to trade down, but say we can't, which I think we would be able to if we wanted to, just because of talent. But the Giants really like Caleb Downs that much. I'm all for it. Like, go for it. I wouldn't hate that at all. But at that point, those 4 players are the only players I'm considering at 5. And that's it, period. But now, and this is why I made this video today, the Giants now have the 10th overall pick. So that opens up a whole bunch of new possibilities for us that I didn't even think existed, to be honest with you. According to reports, the Giants had... The Bengals offered the Giants their 10th overall pick 2 weeks ago. So the Giants tried to make things work out with Dexter Lawrence. They couldn't. He wanted out. So what ends up happening is Joe Schoen takes a trip to Arizona to go visit Jordan Tyson, a guy I am huge on. I love Jordan Tyson. I have him as wide receiver 1. Jordan Tyson, to me, is the only wide receiver in this class that has potential to be a flat-out wide receiver 1. I don't see in Tate. I think Tate's going to be a very good 2 for somebody, which wouldn't be bad for us, but I'm not doing that 5. And to be honest, I don't even really want to do that 10 either. Tate, to me, is more like a mid-first round pick and beyond. But again, that's just me, though. People have Tate as the first wide receiver. I'm happy for them. But I just don't see Tate like that. Mekhi Lemon didn't really do much work on him. A lot of people like Mekhi Lemon. But, But regardless, though, there are a bunch of players here I would take at 10. Now, the edge rushers, Bailey and Bain, if they dropped to 10, which I don't think they will, I'm not taking. The Giants have more than enough edge. They might go for it. They might pick edge in, the 3rd, 4th, or 5th round, because Kayvon Thibodeau could get traded in this draft for a 3rd or 4th round pick. I don't see it personally, but it could happen. But if you want to pick a developmental edge, I'm fine with that. I just do not want an edge with the first 3 rounds, honestly. I really don't. So Bailey and Ruben Bain, for those reasons, are off my board. But David Bailey is a very, very good edge rusher. And Ruben Bain, even though I shit on him, I understand he has the film and he's made plays at Miami. I just don't think, because of his genetics, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to translate to the NFL level. And I hope I'm wrong. I'm going to be rooting for Ruben Bain. As long as he's not a Cowboy or a Redskin, so on and so forth. I want him to do well, but I just would not take the chance. But now, back to Jordan Tyson. If there was a world where the Giants could get Jordan Tyson at 10, I would be absolutely ecstatic. But now, I have different opinions on this, though. And depending who we pick at 5, I would want to pick someone at 10. So, let's say the Giants pick Sonny Styles at 5. I would probably just go defense again. I would maybe see if Caleb Downs could get to 10. I would maybe pick Vega, or I would pick Jermod McCoy and really help the defense, because Jermod McCoy is also very good, too. Now, if the Giants pick Jeremiah Love at 5, Vega, for me, would be the player I would want the most. Pair your star running back up with a really good guard, a really good pass-blocking guard. Well, more like a really good run-blocking guard. He needs work in his pass-blocking. That's why he's not considered Quentin Nelson. But, so if the Giants pick Jeremiah Love, I would go Vega. That's just me. If the Giants pick Caleb Downs at 5 and Sonny Styles isn't there, I would probably go Vega or Maui. No, well, yeah, Maui No's not going to be there. I would go Vega at 10 then. It's just, I kind of want, if we go offense, make that 10th pick offense. If we go defense, make that 10th pick defense. It all just depends, though. Having that 10th pick just opens everything else up, and it's fantastic. But the players I would want, though, and I know I just said I want, like, offense, defense, I would love Sonny Styles and Jordan Tyson, if it was up to me. Jordan Tyson, man, we need a wide receiver too, man. He can be a wide receiver 1. I honestly believe that. Yes, I know he has the injury concerns, but very healthy players in college have gotten hurt in the NFL. It all just depends. That's what worries people. Like, that's why I would not take Jordan Tyson at 5. But I certainly would take a chance with him at 10. He's that good. He's that gifted. He's an explosive wide receiver who can get open. He can beat press. He can get open on his own. His route running is very good. I love Jordan Tyson. I can't say that enough. He's so good. He's so talented. I just, literally the Giants can do anything, though. So many different combinations. Caleb Downs, I don't know if he would make it to 10, but still, I mean, it's not bad. Jermod McCoy, they're saying could get to the second round. I don't see that. He's still a very good corner. If he gets to the second round, that has to be the Giants' pick in the second round. Even if you have to trade up a few spots, he's that talented of a corner. But, again, just everything's wide open. The Giants are going to control this draft. Whether they choose to trade down, whoever they pick at 5, if they pick at 5, if they pick at 10, if they trade 10, literally anything can happen. I mean, the Jets, they're not trading out of 2, and you can't really do anything at 16 but pick a player, so. But I'm just really happy the Giants are interested in Jordan Tyson, because, man, if not for the injuries, he could possibly be the best player in this draft. He's that good. But if it was up to me, Sonny Styles at 5 and Jordan Tyson at 10. Or Sonny Styles at 5, Caleb Downs at 10. So that's what I'm going with. That's what I honestly want. Honestly, that's what I want. And if we have a scenario where it comes down to Sonny Styles and Jeremiah Love, I'm personally picking Sonny Styles. Again, Sonny Styles is my number 1 player in this class. He's fantastic. He's going to be a Patrick Willis type linebacker for somebody. He's so good. He's honestly so good, but this is going to be so exciting on Thursday at 8 o'clock. Now, I'm going to try to have my right after the pick reaction to whoever we pick in with the 5th overall pick, and then the 10th overall pick. I can't make any promises. It is what it is. But regardless, I'm going to rather do that, or I'm going to have a video on Friday, or, that's just pretty much going to be it. But that's what I want to try to do. And then I'm going to have another video probably after Saturday, discussing the whole entire Giants draft and what we do, what we picked, and all that, and how those players will really impact us and help us. And then, like I usually do every year, but it's going to be my first time on YouTube, I'm going to watch film on every single player the Giants pick, break them down, and see how they can fit with our team. So, this is going to be so exciting. This is my favorite time of the year as a football fan, until the New York Football Giants get better and start making the playoffs again, win playoff games, win Super Bowls. But right now, this is our time, Giant fans. We have 2 top 10 picks. We gotta make the most out of them. We really, really gotta. So, again, this has been your guy, Greg Giants. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. This is going to be so much fun. I just hope I end up being happy with whatever we do on Thursday. But, thank you guys for watching, and peace.